guarantee
Yes.
that passed in your last budget. I'm sure you're aware of the
You know, it was in the MBR. You know, we came up with a really clever name. MBR, Mid-Biennium Review. We ran out of good names. But here's the thing about it. I want you to understand, we see this vehicle as a vehicle to achieve things each and every year, because in the last one we not only had that third grade reading guarantee, but we also had the improvement in the energy regulation, because we needed to make sure that while we do fracking, that the environment is protected. So anyway, back to third grade reading guarantee.
So I'm sure you're aware of the preliminary results. I just wonder if they're about what you were expecting, with large numbers of third graders in many districts needing still to pass in the spring testing, and if you're pleased with the response that the school districts are making.
Yes. Number one, I don't know that all those numbers. I hear different numbers. In a lot of places, I hear really good numbers. Okay, so it just depends where you are and what the school district is. They're going to be able to be in a position to go through the summer, and I'd say probably the first year is a challenging year. But I don't think you would be for social promotion for your children, would you? That they're not really good at reading, and they're not really good at math, but let's just move them on anyway. And and look, I've got two 14-year-olds. I don't want them to be socially promoted. I want them to be in a position of where they're learning the material. So to me, it's common sense, and it doesn't mean, by the way, that we just kind of put somebody in the third grade, then we test them. We need to work, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, get the help, intervene, be involved with them. And there are provisions in there that give them alternative ways in which they can improve their reading. I'm a believer, having read virtually all the Hardy Boys books when I was a kid, that reading is so important because it opens up all the worlds. And if you can't read and they keep promoting you, it's just so frustrating to you. Now, the reaction of the schools. I have been really, really impressed with what I hear. I know it's a challenge. I know it's people are worried that we're going to judge them. That's not what this is about. We're not going to judge them. That's the problem with all the accountability. I think it's a big judgment. If you're absolutely not imparting education, that's a problem, okay? But look, the fact that all of your kids aren't reading, you might have a lot of poor kids that never got read to, we're not out here to put a thumb on you. We just want to get it fixed. And so what I have heard is, I travel, and these teachers, last night I had a music teacher. I asked her about the third grade reading guarantee, and she had a favorable comment, and I don't like to use anecdotes, but overall, the school districts have done a good job. I'm really happy about it. I will also tell you that the legislature set some money aside in case some of these districts needed help in terms of third grade reading guarantee. Only 40% of that money has been requested. I think we're heading in the right direction, and I give the districts a lot of credit. One of the things that I think we really need, and I keep stepping on what I want to say later, okay, but out with it, John. We really need a flexible education system. We need, in the early years, to teach kids about occupations. What is it, and we are doing this, sir, what does it mean to be a farmer? What does it mean to be in the news? What does it mean to be a doctor or a teacher? What does it mean? And get kids to begin thinking about something beyond their career in soccer or at the NBA. Okay, we need them to think about this. And then we need to have a flexible education system so that people in our community can adopt these schools and adopt these children. And we've got to develop a mechanism to enable this to happen. Some districts it's happening. If a kid who is one of those at-risk kids, if he wants to go or she wants to go work in an auto body shop to learn math kind of backwards, you know what I mean by that? I don't like math, but I'm at the auto body shop and all of a sudden I understand the purpose of math. We're not going to lose them, at least not at 24,000 kids a year. we need a flexible education system. We need K through 12 to be responsive to that. We need to help them. And we need our community organizations and our faith-based organizations to begin to impart hope and purpose and lots of different things. We got to work on the mechanism to get all this done, but it's back to that civil society where we begin thinking about what we can do to change lives. And so the way I look at in higher education, we've had unbelievable cooperation from our 2-year and our 4-year presidents. Unbelievable cooperation in a joint purpose, and we need to enhance that in K through 12.